Hello, everybody. How are you all? What a wonderful time this is, isn't it? To be sitting here and just gazing the nature for some time, and to be able to have this level of freedom and this level of opportunity to experience this time as and when I need. It's absolutely a God's gift. Fantastic. And as I relax here and I experience this absolutely amazing vibe, I often wonder, why the hell are people so much investing so much of their time, so much of their energy in relationships which are anyway going to pass by, and they never ever realize love. It's completely filled with fear. It's completely filled with a sense of drastic guilt bondage awakening. Yes, there is a guilt bondage awakening that is being seeded in every relationship, because these all relationships are going to collapse one day or the other, isn't it? Either because of the activities or either because of the time. All the relationships at the physical level have to die one day or the other. Now, people think this is a philosophy. This is not a philosophy. This is a reality. So many people who were saying that I am your father, I am your mother, where are they now? Where are they? They've all left this planet. People who claim to be husbands and wife, where are they? So many people have died, and they don't even tell when are they going to depart from this planet. So every promise which is made in the marriage, that I'm going to be there for you all the time, is one big lie. But when it comes to a relationship, when you are with one another, with love, it is a different kind of a feeling. It does not beg for bondage. It does not beg, or it's not so cunning that it is going to install guilt into you. It's an enormous, fantastic, and amazing, awesome possibility for anybody who is existing in this planet. Being in love is such an amazing feeling. It's such a profound feeling where one begins to experience the depth, one begins to experience the calmness, where one just goes deep into themselves. Feel the resonance, feel the clarity, feel the awakening. It is an absolutely amazing feeling. And here, nobody is interested in latching on to one another. There's so much of joy, there is so much of vibrancy, it's a different feeling altogether. It's indescribable. Absolutely indescribable. Whereas when you look at the normal relationships in the cities, in the villages, where people tend to claim that they are their husbands, someone is wife, someone is their children, always a lot of expectations. Everybody in that relationship gets one time or the other suffocated because of these expectations. They are unable to bear the load of these expectations. Just yesterday, I was reading this news article where a girl committed suicide, and there is an exam in India called as NEET. So the girl has written a letter and committed suicide that I'm sorry, I'm not able to fulfill your expectations and therefore I'm leaving. And she's written this letter to her parents. Now, In one way, if you look at it, aren't parents the real criminals? Now all of this, why is it happening? The load, the so much of load they have installed on that girl child, and she's not able to bear this. And I've seen this in any number of examples. So many people, so many relationships, they are not able to fulfill those expectations. And because they are not able to fulfill those expectations, they feel they lack something. They feel bad. A father feels bad sometimes that I'm not able to give my boy the bike he's asking me to buy. The mother sometimes feels terrible because she is not able to live up to the expectation. The same thing, the girl or the boy, they feel the same, that they're not able to fulfill the expectations of their parents. Bring good name to your parents, they say. Why should you bring good name to your parents? And why should any name be good and bad? Unfortunately, all these strong levels of identifications have led to a very, very disastrous mode of living. And until and unless we restructure this, we realign this. Now this is what has been the ethos of this whole country. This country in India, we have always prioritized relationships without bondage. There's always been lovers. All the gods and goddesses, I would say them lord and lordesses, that they've all been lovers. They've not had any marriages. But unfortunately, just to portray and present a very glorious image to the social fabric, people, marry. People project them as if they are married. They are not married. They are lovers. Lovers of profound quality. And it is an absolutely amazing feeling to, be in love. To exist without bondage. And that's when you will be honest with one another. That's when you will know how to even ask how the other person is feeling. Because this question itself doesn't come in any family if you look at it. Just think about it. How many times have your parents or your elders asked you, how do you feel? And nobody even feels bad that they have not been asked. That's the terrible thing. Nobody even feels bad and terrible because they have been treated badly. They have been treated in a way where their self-esteem has taken a completely different toll. Nah. This is the deep-rooted social programming where you've forgotten what it means to be living a life of joy, where you have totally forgotten what it means to be living a life of absolute freedom. And when this happens, you lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, what happens? You lose all possibilities and connections of functioning with joyful mode of reality. The joy mode in you is completely on a switch off. It's switched off. And this needs to be put on. And in order to put on the joy in you, you have to wake up. Wake up from this deep sleep that you are in right now. For a moment, stop in your life and ask yourself, when was the last time you took a fresh or breathed freely? When did you experience the breath with freedom? When was the last time you sat in these spaces absolutely filled with calmness? Think for a moment. When was the last time? Isn't it important for you to experience freedom, joy, well-being? And if you look at it, 24 hours, nobody is coming and stopping you. Today we are not living in a world where we are being constantly attacked by wild animals, but there is inner wildness which is attacking you. because of the deep-rooted programming, because of the wild programming, because of the conscious disastrous mode which people have taken, and it has gone deep and become an unconscious outburst of emotional expression which is eating people from within. And all of this can be avoided if we take a conscious way to experience and express our life and relate with one another without any kind of a bondage, and be in these spaces, be in these absolutely amazing environments, connect with resonance, connect with clarity, connect with a certain sense of inner peace, inner joy. It's absolutely amazing. It's brilliant. The greatest charity that you can do in the world is be calm and pleasant. If the whole planet is calm and pleasant, that's the end of all forms of calamities, man-made calamities, human conflicts, emotional conflicts. You see, if everybody is pleasant, there will be no food problem in the whole country, in any country. You don't need these borders. You don't need to engage people to protect us from each other. You can have a very, very fantastic world. Today we are far away from this kind of a reality. Should we not take conscious decision to experience this in this planet? Isn't it important? Isn't it necessary? It is. And it's time we start thinking in these directions. It's time we start focusing in these directions. It's time we empower ourselves in such a way where we begin to think, what are we doing every single day? Ladies and gentlemen, wish you an absolutely amazing time with yourself. Continue gazing this nature, and I'm going to be here experiencing this vibe, experiencing this pleasantness, overlooking that beautiful mountain which is just maybe a kilometer away, and feeling the absolute amazing vibe within myself and experiencing this wind. Very, very amazing. Have a wonderful time, everybody. Life is short and it's not a philosophy. So every moment when you are passing, every moment when it is getting passed, be conscious. How are you investing that time? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling deep? Are you feeling deeply involved with life? Are you feeling deeply involved with your breathing? Are you feeling deeply involved with what you're doing? And for many, this is not possible. The last one, you're not deeply involved with what you're doing. But one thing is for sure, you can feel great with the memories that you have. Think of the people who have given you a lot of pleasantness. Think of the people with whom you have had wonderful moments, and recreate that memory and be eternally and have eternal gratitude in yourself. And think of the Creator. Think of the joyful presence of the Creator. Think of how wonderful it will be to simply sit and explore. It will be amazing. Have a wonderful time, everybody. And I'm going to take a small walk that side. Continue gazing this absolutely amazing space. Have a very, very wonderful time. And I hope whatever we have shared with you been useful to you, and you're going to make use of that in a wonderful way. Great day. Stay blessed and stay energized. Good day, everybody.